optics in and see what, there may be a cable-like service associated with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care about paying for something, but I don't want to pay for something I'm not getting. It's like going out to eat a meal. I'll pay good money for a meal if it's something better than I can do myself.
Right.
But I don't like going out and paying for a meal when what you get is either not as good, you know, as what you can do yourself if you just go to the store and buy the stuff and cook it.
Right.
At one time, you could not cook as good a steak as you could get at a decent steakhouse because the better cuts of meat were all sold to the like steakhouses and stuff like that, unless you went to an independent butcher. And what you bought out of the grocery store was not. Yeah, so when you went out to get a steak, I mean, it was immensely better than what you can normally do on your own. But damn, last time we went to Outback or someplace, and you know, that food was terrible compared to what I could cook myself.
Oh yeah.
I think me and Mickey, oh, it's my speaker doing that. But anyway, me, Mickey, and her two kids, her son, and Bailey, we went out to Halloween Horror Nights the other night. We went down to Universal. Mickey had bought my ticket and stuff for Universal and the Fast Pass, which is a fair amount of money, so I bought the meal for all of us. It was like $500, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was pretty good. I had a couple drinks, and I mean, we all had drinks and a decent meal, and then the kids had dessert.
Right. And I can't hardly do nothing no more without couching your arm and leg.
That's true.
That's where I go to the parts store. If I walk in the parts store, I can't walk out of there without I spend over $100.
Oh, yeah.
Went and got a hose for that knuckle bone because that other one was just seeping. $109 for a piece of hose, no longer than 6 foot.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Crazy.
And the thing that gets me is most of that stuff is it might have some name brand stamped on it, but it's still made in China.
Yep.
And they buy it for next to nothing because it's cheap quality. And how long that hose will last will be, you know, that'll be your best guess.
You're right.
I like the days when you went to the parts store and you could either buy the exact replacement part, which was a manufacturer's replacement part, and however long the first one lasted, this one would last. Or in the case of just the mechanical parts, you know, or something, you get a rebuilt this or that alternator, it was less money. shit, or you could get the cheap Chinese shit that you basically you have to replace it every year.
Alright.
Now, the government has allowed them to come in here to the point where they run everybody else out of business or subsidize their businesses to the point that they, even the manufacturers are buying all their crap off of them, and you're getting the same cheap Chinese shit for 3 times the price, and you better figure on replacing it every year.
That's the truth. It's like the hoses, the hydraulic hoses you get anymore. You used to, when you got a hydraulic hose, and it's usually made by Gates, buying them hoses lasted and lasted and lasted. This new junk they got now, you'd be lucky if it lasts a year.
Even if it's got Gates stamped on it, it's coming from China.
It does now, yep.
And then you've got people say, oh, they're the biggest security risk in the United States. Well, no wonder, because you're allowing the wealthy of the country. I mean, even Donald Trump got caught up in that. Remember when he came out with his line of ties and shirts and suits and all this fine quality and all that? And he looked on as interviewing him and looked on as made in China. He just shrugged his shoulders saying, oh, well, I'm doing what everybody else is doing. I'm buying it for nothing and reselling it to everybody for a lot.
K4, okay. See if I got RF on me now.
Oh, you don't? What'd you do?
I made me a little remote gear here, a little switch.
Actually, I think that's about the best you've ever sounded.
Well, actually, I also took the mic cable, instead of it going to the base of the mic, it's the MD1, and hooked it right onto the microphone. Yeah, that way it's not going through the base.
You definitely don't have any RF on it. It's crystal clear.
Well, that's good. Oh, Mark. Howdy. Well, I got my closest to wrecking a lot earlier today on a motorcycle I've ever came to, I believe. Dang, you talk about scared a man. Better so. Now, I pulled out down here on 15th Street on the main drag, and I started to get on it a little bit to get over into that lane, and right through the center, between where the wheels run, they had an oil slick. God, mind you, that bike went crossways one direction, and then went crossways the other direction. I finally got straightened up, Lord have mercy.
Oh, I bet you were puckered.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you, Penny Mail couldn't have went nowhere. Bessie, we came back home, she said, I'll bring her back home.
Oh, she was on it with you?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. And she had to keep her calm. She had to keep her cool.
Yeah, she said she was shaking and everything. I can keep you. That thing went some sideways nearly. And then went sideways the other direction when trying to straighten back up. It finally straightened up.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she had her weight glued right to you, and she was staying right with you. That's damn amazing.
I don't know how it takes, but I did.
And if she had got out of sync with you a little bit, you'd have been gone.
Oh, and there's a lot of traffic behind me too. I mean, this street down here is busy. I couldn't tell you how much traffic was behind us. It wouldn't have been pretty.
How old are you now?
65.
Oh, you dummy. Might be time to give that crap up.
I'll give it up one day, but it'll be a while. I'm still in pretty good physical condition. I ain't gonna say the mental part.
I can tell I've deteriorated a lot, mostly because I quit physically working. I mean, it's all, I used to work construction and
It'll make a lot of difference. I'll still stay pretty physically active working and stuff.
I could definitely stand to be more physically active, or like I said, maybe once we get this building done, we're wanting to put that's another thing, me and my son, we want to put a workout area in it. We got the stuff.
Yeah, get that heart pumping a little bit, get some blood flowing.
We have all that stuff in there with a radios available. I can trot on a treadmill a little bit or lift some weights and listen to the radio. That'd be great. That's what I used to do. I used to do a lot of cardio when we went to the Y. I would do a lot of cardio, and I didn't do a whole lot of free weights, but I did a lot of the machine. I was 45 or so then. I had myself in pretty good shape. I mean, I was in good shape. I had one-handed push-ups and stuff. That was no problem. I could do multiple ones.
Yeah, I gained a fair amount of weight through the years, and it's a little harder on me, but I still stay pretty active.
Yeah, that's my problem. I've just...
Going.
What'd you say, Marty?
I never said nothing.
Oh. Yeah, that's my big thing, and I need to get with it, because I'm 68, be 68. It's time that I get back on it, because if I don't, before too long, it's going to be too late.
Yeah, we like riding. We ride Boston quite a bit. Heck, we did 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, me and Becky did 7,420 miles going out west to Oregon, all the way up to Washington State, back through Montana and back around.
Well, riding a bike is a physical activity. A lot of people don't understand that, but it really is. I mean, it's good for your flexibility and everything.
Oh, that's all right. Man, I tell you, that's breaking records up there in Oregon and Washington.
My wife's brother was killed on a bike. He was wounded in Vietnam. Got out of that. And they sent him to Germany, finish out his tour, and he got killed in a motorcycle accident over there. And I come riding up there one day. I had a bike, and I was had all my arguments and everything figured out about it. You know, how I was gonna talk her into it, and she just came out onto the porch and started crying. And I turned around and took the bike back to the bike shop.
It ain't for everybody. I've been on one all my life, pretty much.
whole different. I've rode them from time to time, but you know, I'm not. You know what I mean? And especially at 68 now would not be the time to start again.
People out there, they're old guys riding, and they're a lot older than me.
Yeah, but they've probably been riding for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a damn nut. She was probably, she knew me well, and she was probably, I'd probably killed myself because I'm crazy. I don't have any damn sense when it comes to anything like any kind of motor vehicle or anything. I'm gonna run that thing to the hill.
Yeah, when you're on a motorcycle, you just gotta watch everybody, and then you gotta watch yourself. I'll tell you what, this season, that's the closest I think I've came in all my years of wrecking, and it had to be that oil slick is right between, you know, where your engine runs on the road. You got between where the two wheels run. They had to be oil slick, because when I gassed it, that thing started spinning, and I know that bike ain't got the power spinning in a second like that.
Yep. You ever run into any occasions tried to slide through the intersection because it was a little bit of water on it rained just a little bit and the pavement was just a little bit wet and there'd be oil there?
Oh yeah.
I did that in a truck once. I mean, I wasn't even, it's not like I was even moving.
One time, I had a trailer full of stuff. I was headed back to Tennessee, and I had a little 1500 then, truck. Trailer was loaded, and I hit the brakes. I wound up in the middle of the it turned yellow, and I was going to stop, and I wound up in the middle of the intersection before I could get stopped.
Yeah, that was like my occasion. I wasn't telling nothing, but I seen the light was going to change. I was slowing down. I wasn't speeding up, but it had rained and it was a little bit wet right there at the intersection where obviously vehicles sit there and leaked oil out. And I just all of a sudden it just started, you know, it was just everything locked up and it just slid right out into the intersection. There wasn't much else to do except for go on at that point.
Well, if it ain't rained in a while, and that oil gets up, and then that first little rain comes, that's when it's the slickest. It gets that oil raised up on the road. Yeah.
I bet it's fun when you get up behind these guys that have these, I run across a lot of them down here. It's bad enough when you're in a vehicle, but I'll bet it's a lot of fun when you run up behind these guys that their engine's all out of tune and spewing out damn gasoline fumes and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, there's a few of them like that. Yeah, most all mine, well, my one, I've got a 06 American Art Horse. It's a chopper. It's got the 111 SS. It's aspirated. But all the rest of mine, I've got an old 88 FX RS lowrider I've been redoing. That's aspirated. The other two, I've got, they're fuel injected. I've got 06 electric glide I'm taking home.
I'm just talking about these guys riding around down here and these old vehicles, and apparently you never tune them up, or I think them throttle bodies are the worst actually. You know, carburetor, at least you could rebuild that thing and set it up a little bit and make the thing burn halfway decent, but my God, especially out here where I'm